Hello there, guys. So welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at two retro video games from my collection that go back even further than episode 1. So the first game we're going to be looking at today, and I will not be unboxing this one and showcasing you the manual and stuff, primarily because this game is sealed, but we're going to be taking a look at one of my personal favorite platform games back in the day, which is the original Tetris. Yes, this game is sealed for the Game Boy. Tetris, the relentless building block video puzzle game. I've always loved Tetris. Tetris has always been a fun game I played as a kid. This came out for the Game Boy, the original Game Boy, and was basically back when it was black and white. Beams, boxes, zigzags, and L-shaped blocks drop down a narrow passage. Feel your pulse quicken as you spin, shift, and align the shapes for a perfect fit. It's challenging and demands a split-second decision. Start new beginnings in this tough contest. Pick the music and set your pace from 20 progressive skill levels. And this was a revolutionary game. I think Tetris... Pong was the original revolutionary game that a lot of people loved, and then came along Tetris, and Tetris has always been a really popular game and one that definitely was my childhood in the late 90s, right? Even still has the original sticker right here, the barcode, Game Boy Tetris combo. There's no breaks in the seal anywhere on this entire box. This is worth quite a pretty penny. I think a couple $100, maybe even be worth more, especially the fact there's no tears. But yeah, this came out back at I think it was 1988 or 1989. I don't know the exact date. It was in the late 80s. This game came out for the Game Boy. Today's next game I have here that we're going to open up and look at is called Crystal Mines. Now, one of the first things you're going to see when you look at this game is the box artwork. I'm sorry, but this artwork here is beautiful. There is something unique about 80s artwork, whether that be like Star Wars art or whether it be video game art, whether that be movie posters, right? So many 80s films had these types of posters with this style of art. Let's look at like all the Indiana Jones posters back in the 80s, the Star Wars posters, right? Video games had this type of stylized art. I don't know what this type of art is called, kind of like a hyper realism, but it's beautiful. Like this art, when I remember, because I didn't play this game growing up, I walked into a game store, I saw the box art of this, and I'm like, I need this game. I'm buying this game. I've never played it, but I'm going to buy it. It has 100 dynamic worlds, and one of the things I noticed my other NES games have is this little warning thing for play on Nintendo Entertainment System, and this little warning thing about how this product is manufactured by Color or Dreams, which I guess is the company, is not a product of or organization of Nintendo. I don't know why they really had to do that. I don't know the history behind why they had to put a little warning sticker of like, it's not done by Nintendo. But if we look at the back of here, right, you can see confront 100 monstrous worlds plagued by avalanches, lava flows, and mudslides. It will be a wonderful surprise once you take over the controls of this high-tech robot. Endless levels of cleverly designed worlds simulate even the most demanding players. Your object is to mine the valuable Staria crystals. By learning to use devices in the mines, you can blast your enemies with energy balls and explosions, or crush them by setting off avalanches. So yeah, 100 puzzles, mazes, players 1 to 2, designed and programmed in the USA in 1989 by Color Dreams Incorporated. Very cool. Now we're going to take a look at this. I have not opened this in a very long time. Oh, the cartridge, guys. The cartridge is green. The cartridge is green in here. Let's take a look at this. Ooh, this definitely has some wear, some color fading, but look at that. Even the art, even on the cartridge itself, sticker's still really shiny. There's still like a gloss to it. It's the same cover art of the box, just smaller. And then we got do not store in extreme temperatures, do not immerse in water, do not clean with benzene, do not attempt to disassemble. I've actually never, surprisingly enough, disassembled any of these things. But what else we have in the box is Oh, is that it? Do we have the actual NES sleeve? Oh, we do. We do have the... okay, good. We do have the original. This is the original NES sleeve for, games. So this cartridge goes right in here, like so. Voila. Nice and simple. And yeah, it has it only has one manual. I don't know if this is the complete box, because there's nothing... Wait, no, there is something left in it. Oh, it's styrofoam. This has the original styrofoam in it. Look at that. The original styrofoam all the way from the late 80s. So this is the construction manual. This is essentially, I'm looking at the box here, right? This is the same box poster. It's just condensed and cut off halfway. So same pretty art. I always make sure that if I do get a game, even if it's not fully complete, I definitely need to have the manual box. Look at this. Back in the day when they didn't even have diagrams, it was just all text for what buttons do. It even has a little text introduction, as you can see here. The year is 2265 AD. You've invested your life savings in a mining operation on a newly discovered planet to be rich from very valuable crystals. Very cool. As you penetrate deep into the planet, you'll encounter deadly alien life forms that will attempt to destroy your robot. Some of them are actually mineral life forms. Copyright 1989. That's crazy. It's a cute little robot. When you mine in this game, you can determine the type of object that you're actually mining with soft dirt, hard dirt, crystals, soft boulders, hard boulders, impervious boulders, explosive boulders. You have impervious rock, radioactive rock, mud, hard mud, lava. Maybe this was the original Minecraft if you think about it. You have mud creatures, lava creatures. You even have gas creatures. You even have special little objects for your rapid fire range increase, bombs, stockpile, explosive protection, mud layer protection, radiation protection, bag of gold. If you really think about it, this has a lot of abilities of be able to protect your character, has some early RPG elements if you think about it. And then something a lot of people don't know about is at the end of some of these NES games, they actually have what's called a video game evaluation sheet where you as the player, this is so old school, guys, Crystal Mines evaluation sheet where you fill this out and you basically rate the game and your experience with it, and then you send it back. So it's pretty an interesting way, and just goes to show how old all this stuff is, that's how we used to do stuff. And there's the address where you would send a little postcard, pay a $2 stamp fee, put it on your game, send it back, and the game devs would know if it's a good game or not. It was so different back then, Now everything's done strictly on the internet, which is fine, but I don't know. I miss the old days. I feel like the old days were so much more simplistic, and I really like simple things. Things don't need to be overly complex, right? And in this day and age where we're just flooded with information, we are flooded with digital stuff, we're flooded with NFTs, a lot of annoying things, right? And by the way, this was always used to put on the top of the game like so. As you can see there. I don't know why it was so far down below. But yeah, there we go. This has been Crystal Mines for the NES and the original Tetris back on the Game Boy. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next Saturday. Saturday is going to be the segment where every Saturday I make one video going over retro video games and showcasing you my collection. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video and have a great rest of your weekend. Thank you.